Okay, so for your first homework assignment, okay, so I would suggest you use the examples, okay? So for this one, it says determine if the two terms are like or unlike terms. If they are unlike, explain why. So these are like terms because they both have a number and they both include a letter next to them. There's no symbols in between the 17 and the A, so they are like terms. In this one, determine if the two terms are like terms and unlike terms. These are unlike terms because the Y has a square here and the other Y does not. So they have different powers. Okay. Let's see what the next one brings. So now we are using the distributive property. So over here you have some connections to the ebook. So I would definitely use that if you need to. But what you're going to do is you are going to distribute the 9. So you're going to multiply 9 to S and then negative M and then T. So all you have to do here is type in 9 and 9. And then what do you get when you multiply 9 times 6S? I'm going to get 54S. You can see it right there, 54. I typed the S because I didn't see the S. I couldn't see it. And then we continue. So you do the same thing here. Okay, I don't need to do that one. Same thing here. And then this time, all you're going to do is change the sign to every single item inside the parentheses. So the negative is like multiplying by negative 1. So I get minus 3t minus 4c. And then the minus next to the 5 changes to a plus. So that would be plus 5s. Okay. Moving on. Combine like terms. So all you need to do is fill in the blanks and you are going to combine. So all you need to do is put the like terms together. So you're going to fill in the 10 here. And then we have 7. So 7 here with the Y's. And then we have a 10 left. Okay. So then you just need to finish the rest. And then combining like terms here, we end up with negative p plus 3p, which is 2p, and 2p plus 5p is 7p. Moving on. So these are like terms, and so all you need to do, when I look at this, I see negative 10 plus 9, which is negative 1. So I'll let you handle that. And then now we're going to distribute the 4. So we're going to combine two things together. So we're going to distribute the 4 and then we're going to combine like terms. So I'll let you go through that. And again, you have an example. So I suggest that you use the example. The example is just like the question. Same here. All you're doing is adding after you distribute that negative. Here, it just looks a little bit different. You are going to distribute the 4 inside where 7p minus 14 is, and then you're going to distribute that negative to the 5p plus 3, and you're going to combine like terms. This one is a little longer, so I will do this one by hand. I'm going to use black here. So 11 plus 8a minus 12, I'm distributing, minus 8a plus 5b squared minus 8b squared. And then I'm going to, these two cross out. These two add together to be negative 1. And then 5b squared minus 8b squared is minus 3b squared. Sometimes I yell out the answer before I get there. And then you just type that in. Now we're solving equations. So algebraically speaking, we are going to add 4 to both sides. And when we do negative 17 plus 4, we get negative 13. And then we just put the answer. Oops. Negative 13. So t is equal to negative 13. Same thing here. Just solve the equation. Same thing. We just subtract 16 from both sides. Same thing here. Now we have 2 negatives, but doesn't matter. We just add 11 to both sides, and we end up with W being equal to 2. So don't let that confuse you. Now for this one, it may look a little bit different, but it's no big deal. So 5x minus 4x is x. And then when I subtract 8 from both sides, I get x equals negative 3. So I do skip steps on purpose. So I want you to make sure that you are going step by step. And it's also because I'm on my iPad. I have to skip those steps. I think I just said, what was it? Negative 3? Yes, it was. Negative 3. Moving right along. Same thing here. Combine like terms and solve for A. Same thing. Distribute. Combine like terms. Solve. And they take you step by step. Now for this one, all you do is divide because we have no adding and subtracting. Even though you see a minus in front of 7, that is not subtracting. That is a negative 7k. So 21 divided by negative 7 is negative 3. And this would be the opposite, so I'll go through this one. So it says to isolate V, you multiply both sides by negative 6. And then the V coefficient is now, it should be 1, but we'll see if that's correct. Okay. See that? And then, oh, did I miss something? The V coefficient is now 1. So I'm not sure what it is giving me an error for. I have a 1 inside there. And I find that this happens a lot sometimes in Alex. So I'm not sure what empty box is saying that I have because I have all my boxes. I filled them all in. So I'm not sure what it's saying. It seems that, I don't know if it's glitching. Maybe it's just glitching. I'm not sure. So for this one, t is equal to 0 because when I multiply 6 to both sides, I'm going to get 6 times 0, which is 0. So you can just do that one. Same thing here. Just divide both sides by 8. This time you're going to combine like terms and then divide by the term. So you're going to get 15q equals 30. And then you just divide both sides by, oh, you have parts here. So it takes you through parts. That's good. And then you distribute, combine like terms, and then multiply or divide, whatever needs to be done. You just handle the situation. And remember, you have an example. Okay, so use that to your advantage. Same thing here, combine like terms, solve for M. Same thing here. Same type of problem. They're pretty much the same type of problem, just little different variations. And then, of course, some of the problems have you go through step by step. And it looks like that's pretty much what you have to do to the end. And again, just because this looks long does not mean it's any different. So I'll do this one by hand. And I'm going to skip steps just because. So 4u minus 2 plus 7u plus 4 equals 4u plus 20 minus 2u. Combining like terms on this side over here, I'm going to get 11u plus 2, right? Because I combined these two and these two. And then that's equal to 2u plus 20. And then I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. I'm going to get 11u equals 2u plus 18. And then I'm going to subtract 2u. That's a u, not a 6. And I get 9u equals 18. And of course, u equals 2. So if you get stuck, use those examples, use your book, use all of your practice, and do remember what you did from one problem to the next. And as always, thank you for watching. See you next time.